Hello and welcome to episode 136 of the Datapack and Resource Pack tutorials for 1.2 1.4. We're going to be doing part 2 of extra custom trim materials. Because we have it so we can wear the armor and it looks fine. There we go, we're wearing it, we can see it. But if we compare my netherite chestplate with my custom trim to the amethyst one, well, the amethyst one shows up in the inventory and mine doesn't. That's what we're going to be fixing today. Okay, so I've got an iron chestplate here with my custom material and a netherite chestplate with my custom material. Not much to do. We're not going to be doing, well, not much to do in the data pack, I should say. We're not going to be doing anything in the data pack. In fact, we're not even going to be changing that. We're just going to be changing the resource pack. So let's shrink down. And if we did, as usual, open resource pack folder, here we are in the resource pack folder. Cool. Okay. Let's go back. Right. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down into Minecraft, and then I'm going to go to versions. I'm in 1.2, 1.4, so let me find that version. There it is. Let's open that, and I'm going to use an archive program to open up the jar file. Okay, because we're going to come back to that later. For now, let's just shrink that down. Okay, and let's go back to the resource pack folder. Right. Let's have a look at the tutorial and see what it recommends we do. So here we are in the tutorial. Link will be in the description. And we've gone down to custom trim materials. We've done a lot of this already. The armor trims atlas, we did that, though we had a problem. Right, blocks atlas. This is going to be part of the inventory. So let's copy this. Let's copy all of that. Control copy. And where does it go? Assets, Minecraft, Atlases, blocks. Okay. Minecraft, Atlases, blocks. Minecraft, Atlases, blocks. Let's go to our resource pack and go to Minecraft, Atlases. Okay. Let's make a new file in here. Text document. Blocks.json. Okay. Yes, please. And let's open that. Make that a bit bigger. And let's paste in what we got. Okay, so the example is using an ender. There's sort of an ender palette, they've called it. Well, I called mine white. In the data pack, remember we called this white. So let's say white. And this will be white as well. And let's change the namespace because we used extra trim resource. Okay, that's our namespace. Let's have a look. In our assets, extra trim resource, textures, trims, color palettes, white. Trims, color palettes, white. In extra trim resource. Okay, let's save that. Save. That's that one done, I think. Okay, let's close that one. Cool. Let's drop back down to the Minecraft folder and let's go back to the tutorial. Okay, item models. I reckon this is going to be something that stops a lot of people actually doing this because you have to do this for every model. You have to do this just so it shows in the inventory. If you want a bit of polish, I think it's worth doing. If you don't care and you just want it to look good when you're wearing it, you could save yourself a lot of time. But anyway, let's have a look at the tutorial. So they've given us an example file. Now, I tried for ages to get this working. And eventually I came down here and I read this bit. The majority of this file is the same as a vanilla iron chestplate model. Only the highlighted region is added. Okay, and I thought, okay, it's not working for me. I'm going to go and check out the vanilla iron chestplate model. Let's see where it is. It is in Assets, Minecraft, Models, Item, Iron Chestplate. So I went across and we have Assets, Minecraft. Okay. Then we have Models. Okay. Then we have Item and Iron Chestplate. Right. Let's find that. It's down here somewhere. There's a lot of stuff, isn't there? Iron chestplate. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Iron chestplate. And I opened it up. And I looked at that. And I thought, well, mine Let's move this over here. My file does not look like this at all. I have very little in here. And that was my first clue that this tutorial is maybe not for the right version. Because it doesn't look the same. And so I gave up with that bit. What did I do then? I went back to the jar file and I had a look around. And instead of going into models, so now we are in Minecraft items, and I looked in items, and I looked at, well, come on, the iron chest plate. There it is. And I thought, hello, this looks a lot more like what I'm looking for. We have trim. Ah, okay. Maybe I need to add mine to this. So, I'm going to copy this. Copy it. Control copy. And let's close that down. And where did we find it? So we can look up. We found it in Assets, Minecraft, Items, Iron Chest Plate. Okay. So let's go to Assets, Minecraft. Well, we don't have an items folder, so we better add that. Items. And then it was iron chest plate. So let's make ourselves a new JSON file in here. And we'll get our dingy message again. Iron chest plate.json. Yes. And let's open that. And let's paste in what we copied from the vanilla game. And we can see here, it's going to select. Okay, what's it selecting based on? Well, annoyingly enough, it puts that at the end of the file. So its type is select, and it's going to select based on property trim material. Okay, so this is definitely looking like what we want. And we can see all the different entries. We have one here for if it's resin, then use this. If it's amethyst, then use this. Oh, okay, so I'm going to add mine. So I'm going to copy the resin one, copy that, and I'm going to add it on the end. Let's put it on the end there. Okay, but when Minecraft, well, it won't be Minecraft, will it? So its model will be, well, it's white. Let's change this first. Now, this when is being set from the Datapack. And remember in the Datapack we called it white. I think it was its asset name. Let's have a look at the tutorial. All the way up. Ahaha, here we go. In the data example trim material, theirs is called Ender. We called ours white. So it's this asset name. And it's getting it from the Datapack, not the resource pack. And that is one of the reasons why we gave them different names. So this when will be extra trim. That's the namespace of the Datapack, not extra trim resource, which is the namespace of our resource pack. So extra trim, and we called it white. White. And what model do we want to use? We want to use Minecraft item. It is a Minecraft item, yeah. Actually, no, we need to use ours again. This will be extra trim. And this is in the resource pack. Resource pack. And iron chest plate, white trim. Okay, let's save that. Is that going to do anything? Item, let's have a look in our assets, namespace, models, item, iron chest plate, white trim. Cool, we've got that. Okay, well, let's just try then. Let's try. We did save the files, I believe we did. And let's do an F3 and T to reload the texture packs. Aha! Okay, let's look down there. We can see, so should we go a bit bigger? We can see that the iron chest plate is displaying those, well, they're very horrible white lines. That's because we didn't do any shading on our ping. Should we do some shading on our ping? Yeah, let's make our ping look a bit nicer, because that is harsh. Okay. And let's change its color as well or something. So let's go to extra trim resource. Yeah, our textures, our trims, our color palettes, our white. Let's open up that. I'm not going to change the names or anything because otherwise we have to change the name in all the files. We're just going to change the actual picture. And let's pick a color. So let's get a pen. Make sure that's set to 1 pixel. Okay, let's choose a color. Let's go for some sort of dark green. And let's put dark green there. And then we'll just step along a bit as we change each pixel. There we go, that'll do. That's okay, that. And let's update our white ping. Let's have a look in here. White ping, I don't know if you can see that. Let's open it with something that's quick to open. Open with paint. Oh, there it is, up in the corner. There we go. So we can see it's. Oh my god, that's not much more helpful anyway, is it? We can see it's changed to green. So let's do an F3T. Reload the texture pack. Cool. Well, it looks a little bit better, but it's still not much better. Let's put it on and see what it looks like. Yeah, okay. We got our cool green trim. Why does the trim change like that? I don't know. I thought it was a bug with mine, and that's why I have this amethyst one here. If I wear the amethyst one, which is default, it does it as well. I guess it's something to do with the way it's rendering my body as my body moves. Right. Okay, so you're done. Well, you're done for iron chestplate. Look at the netherite chestplate. That is not showing the color. And if we look at the tutorial, we can see why. And you can probably guess because we used the word iron chestplate all over the place. So here we come down to the item model. The most time-consuming step is to add the item model predicate to all the possible items. All the possible items. In this example, it is only added for the iron chestplate. Okay. So even though this file is wrong, this little bit of writing here is correct. So let's do it. Why not? I was going to end the video there. But let's see if we can do it. Okay, doing stuff on camera live, probably not a good idea, but let's have a go. Now, if you want to know where all the items are, it's all the things that are inside the Minecraft trimmable armor tag. Or, I think you pretty much know, it's any armor you can trim. If you've played Minecraft, if you're doing this, you've played Minecraft to know what armor you can trim. Okay, so let's shrink down. We've done it for iron. Let's go to assets. Let's go to Minecraft. Let's go to items. Here's our iron chestplate. Let's just close this. Let's copy iron chestplate. Control copy, paste. Hopefully this works. Let's change that from iron to, what is it? Oh, it's a netherite one we've got, isn't it? So let's change that to netherite chestplate. And let's open that. Now, obviously at the moment it's exactly the same as iron. So I think all we have to do is go through and change every single word where it says iron to netherite. Okay, that seems pretty easy. Let's copy iron chestplate. And let's do, how do you find and replace in Sublime Text? Find. Quick find. Replace. Oh, well, there we go. Let's replace iron chestplate with, can I say netherite chestplate? Okay, and let's say replace all. Oh, that was quick and easy. Okay, still, there's a lot of files to do it for, so it's going to take a while. Right, let's save that. Well, let's go back. Well, now, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to break, is what's going to happen. Let's take that one off and put one of ours on just in case. So we've got green on there. It's not displaying down in the inventory on netherite chestplate. Let's reload the resource pack. Uh-oh. Well, we've got the big pink and black square of doom. Let's take our iron chestplate off. Iron chestplate is fine. Okay, so what could be the problem? Let's look at our netherite chestplate file that we just made. Down here is where we added ours. So model, when extra trim is white, model extra trim resource, item netherite chestplate white trim. Now, let's look in there. Extra trim resource, so that's my namespace, and then item netherite chestplate. Okay, let's go to my namespace, and it will be a model, because it knows it's looking for a model. So model, item, well, we don't have the file netherite chestplate white trim. Well, that's a good explanation why it's not working. Let's copy the iron one. Copy paste. And let's rename that. Iron. We want to change it to netherite. Okay, that's all we're going to do. We'll come back probably. And let's go and see what happens now. What do you expect to happen? Uh-oh. Now our netherite chestplate looks like an iron chestplate. Well, so if you want to have fun with people, that's one thing you can do. We don't want that. Let's open up our netherite chestplate file. Well, here we go. Look, layer 0 is an iron chestplate. Well, we definitely want to change that then, don't we? We want to change that to a netherite chestplate. There we are. And I think we are probably, fingers crossed, done. Let's have a look. Yes. There we go. Okay. I managed to drag that out longer than I needed to, but hopefully seeing the process of how I sort of went through it is a bit helpful. Rather than just sort of saying, put this there, put that there, blah, 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 you're done. Okay. And we are done. That is it for today. I think next, now I'm getting a bit more hang of it. I think next we are going to be, I don't know, let's do, maybe from this tutorial we could maybe add our own pattern. So they're adding a new stripes pattern. Yeah, let's do that. I think we'll be doing that next. Anyway, that's it for today. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.